Quite to the 35.
Watch Mike! Watch Mike! Outside coming! Outside coming! They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. First and 10 at the 19.
Watch it. Watch it. Ready. Move.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Orange. Good blitz. Orange. Settle down, huh? Liz.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Smith on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Lock in.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Ready. All right, Edie.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Liz.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Sliding up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That's how we do it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Hey. You got 3. Set. Line, Edie.
Check.
Third down, here's Geis. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They go play action here on 1st down. And Miller with it over the middle. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
Hey, gotta go. Hey, 18.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action. Trubisky going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Michael Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Move, move, move. Hey, 18. Man, up. Move.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Parkey's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, line.
They start on the ground with Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here come the Redskins now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, slot. Set, line, 80.
Smith on 1st down. Dumps it off for Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Tiger. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Set, line, 80. Slot. Regular.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Set, line, 80. Yellow. Hey, slot.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky steps away. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Lock in, lock in. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Lock in, lock in. Watch it creep, watch it creeping. Ran, top.
He's going to get it running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Gotta go.
Off the toss, Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
12.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On first down, they run with Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, let's go.
Tight, guys, double tight.
Gotta go, gotta go.
4 down, 4 down. Watch the edge.
Lock in. What do you hide? Hey!
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, we got 4
Now it's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
15, yeah. Hey, that's regular. Set, line, 80. Yellow.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
15. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Liz. With Liz. Orange.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Reed wrestling ahead. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Smith now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Geis receives the pitch. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Liz.
On second down, here's Smith. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
15.
To throw on third down. Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 15. Regular. Hey, back up. Twin left. Regular.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll hand it down to Geis. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Trubisky to throw on second, eluding the pressure right. Going deep this time for Mel, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Gotta go. Red, tough. Red, tough.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Red, tough.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Set. Fire, DD.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
Ripley's. Orange. Ripley's. Orange.
On 1st and 10, Smith throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
Let's go. Slot. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw is Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
58 to Mike, 58.
Ripley's. Orange.
Smith now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Smith to Crowder. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st down, Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Tiger.
Slot.
2nd and 10. Smith again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Lock in.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in by Kevin White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Lock in.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
We're go.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
18.
Here's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep down his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready. Line, 80. Slide.
Out of the gun, Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 3rd and 2, Smith. Able to, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks.